What if I told you that doing one thing every morning, something that takes less than 5 minutes, could completely rewire the way you think, focus, and show up in life? No, it's not cold showers. It's not meditation. It's not journaling for an hour. It's something so simple most people overlook it. But I tested it every morning for 30 days. And what happened shocked me. If you stay until the end, I'll not only show you exactly what the habit is, but also what starts changing in your mind and your identity as the days go by. Because it's not just about what you do, it's about who you become when you do it. Let's be honest, most people wake up and immediately lose the day before it even starts. The alarm goes off, they grab their phone, and boom, dopamine hits from Instagram, anxiety from emails, comparison from YouTube, stress from the news. And all of this happens before they even get out of bed. Your brain is in its most impressionable state right after waking up. Your subconscious is wide open. So whatever you feed it first thing in the morning becomes the foundation for how you think and feel for the next 12 hours. If you start your day reacting, rushing, or mindlessly scrolling, you're training your brain to expect chaos. But if you give it intention, identity, and clarity, it starts showing up on your side. Here's the habit, the one thing you do every morning that shifts everything. It's called the IIS method: intention, identity, standard. Right after you wake up, before you check anything, take a breath, sit up, and either say or write these 3 sentences. Set your single goal or focus, not a to-do list. A theme. Example: today, I will protect my focus. Affirm your identity, the version of you you're becoming. I am the kind of person who finishes what they start. Set a standard that can't be broken. No matter what happens, I will still show up for myself. That's it. 3 simple lines. But when repeated daily, they start creating a psychological blueprint that your brain follows all day long. The first 5 days are weird. Your brain resists. You'll forget. You'll want to check your phone first. You might feel silly talking to yourself, but that's exactly why it works. It disrupts your normal autopilot behavior. Instead of absorbing the world's agenda, you begin installing your own. And in those first few days, even if your day is messy, you'll notice moments where you remember what you said in the morning, where that identity line suddenly echoes in your head just before you're about to give up or get distracted. That's the early sign it's working. Your brain is starting to listen to you. So what's happening under the hood? Neuroscience gives us the answer. When you practice daily intention setting and identity reinforcement, you engage your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making, long-term thinking, and self-control. Meanwhile, you're reducing reliance on your amygdala, the fear and reaction center, which dominates when you begin your day in chaos. Over time, this simple habit increases your mental clarity, improves emotional regulation, and builds what psychologists call cognitive resilience. Translation: you make better choices. You stay calmer under pressure. You handle problems with more logic and less panic. In the second week, things get more interesting. You'll begin noticing subtle wins. You interrupt negative thoughts faster. You pause before making impulsive decisions. You start choosing actions that align with who you said you are. And when you slip, you bounce back quicker because you already anchored your identity that morning. These aren't huge changes, but they stack. And while others keep saying, "I don't know why I keep messing up," you're becoming the person who knows exactly how to stay grounded. Here's what makes this habit more powerful than any productivity hack. It's not just about behavior. It's about identity installation. We don't rise to our goals. We fall to our self-image. If you believe you're lazy, inconsistent, or easily distracted, your brain will prove you right every time. But the moment you start repeating, "I am the kind of person who," you reprogram the story you tell yourself. And the brain follows that story like a GPS. You're not faking it. You're choosing a direction. And that identity becomes the filter for your thoughts, choices, and reactions. By week 3, the script becomes automatic. You sit up, you breathe, you speak your 3 lines like it's part of you. And it is. At this point, you may notice deeper shifts. You procrastinate less, not because you try harder, but because you feel more aligned. You stop chasing things that don't match your identity. You start turning down distractions without guilt. You feel more in control, not in a forced way, but in a quiet, stable way. The compounding effect is real. A 5-minute daily habit is influencing how you spend the next 16 waking hours. That's a massive return. By day 30, you wake up differently. You're not scrambling for meaning. You already know what you're about. Your intention is pre-installed. Your identity is clear. Your standard is set. And here's the part no one tells you. Once you experience this kind of morning clarity, you can't unsee it. Going back to chaotic mornings feels wrong. You miss the calm, you miss the clarity. That's when you know it's real, because this wasn't a hack, it was a transformation. So what if you don't stop at 30 days? That's when the identity doesn't just feel possible, it feels normal. And that's the goal of all lasting transformation. You go from saying, I am the kind of person who shows up, to just being the person who does. No more mental debate, no more motivation games. It becomes your new baseline. And once that's locked in, you're ready to stack other habits. Better focus, stronger discipline, clearer priorities, because your identity can now support them. So now you know what happens when you do this one thing every morning for 30 days. Your mindset shifts, your focus sharpens, your actions align with the person you want to be, not the person you've settled for. So here's your challenge. Starting tomorrow, try it. 3 sentences. No phone first. Just you, your intention, your identity, and your standard. Comment below, I'm starting tomorrow, and come back in 30 days to tell me what changed. And if you want more practical habits that actually change how you think and live, hit subscribe. This is just the beginning. See you in the next one.